And I don't know. I got taught something really cool today. I mean, I've been taught stuff, but this was really cool. Okay, there's a lot of teenagers in here, and a lot of young folks, and a lot of older folks. And either you've been through a lot of choices, you're right now going through a lot of choices in your life, or you're at the age to where you're gonna go and you're gonna be at them tough choices, and it seems like you have a million choices. And you're like, what to wear Tuesday? Do I go out with this boy? Am I supposed to go here? Do I text him back? Do I want to get on Facebook? You know, all that kind of choices. But when you cram it all together and you weigh out your options, it leads to two choices. You got heaven or you got hell. And it's simply, that's all it is. And I mean, you can try to hide and you can try and say, you know what, right now for the day, I'm just going to do this and it may lead to hell, but that's okay because I got tomorrow, you know, I can just step up my game then and, you know, go to heaven because it don't work like that. I mean, you can get saved, and I'm not saying you can't be saved one day and then get saved the next, because you can. That's how glorious God is. He don't care what you thought the day before. He just cares how you feel for him. That's how he wants. And anyway, it's easy. It is so easy, you guys, to walk straight into hell and not even know you're doing it. I mean, because it's fun. You're doing the fun thing. And, well, it depends on your definition of fun. But you're doing the fun thing, you're doing the cool thing, and you're caring too much about what people think of you when you're walking down the hall, or you're caring too much about what people think of you when you're in public. And if you live like that, and you let the world define you, and you cover yourself in your own sin, like I said, when Jesus looks at you, he's not going to see the sin you put on yourself, he's going to see you. I mean, he just sees his perfect creation. That's what he sees, because he made the decision to take that sin away from you. But you personally, when you look at you, you're going to see the mistakes you made. I had a boy tonight, we were praying, and he said, why does Jesus love me? And he said, yeah, but I do a lot of bad things. I said, yeah, and you know you do a lot of bad things. And so does Jesus, but when he looks at you,